The noon hour of madness and mayhem powered by Jalisco's, the podcast.
Was it last week we talked about this podcast idea of talking about commentating on Talk Tua?
Yeah, we might have talked about that last week. I don't know. I don't remember that, actually.
There legitimately is a podcast called Talk Tua.
Okay.
Of two dudes who eloquently analyze Talk Tua.
Eloquently,
yes.
Okay.
I can pull up one of their Instagram posts here.
Sure. Do they use naughty language?
No, they're two guys with wine glasses talking about the drama that there is on Talk Tua.
All right. Now, I have never listened to Talk Tua. I have no idea what happens on that show.
So, essentially, for the longest time, Haley Welch, the Hawk Tua girl, she was mentioning her boyfriend Pookie, or the drama behind this guy named Pookie.
Okay.
And he has finally been revealed, and a lot of people are like, don't pursue that relationship because he really didn't want anything to do with her before the fame. Now that she's famous, magically, he's hitting her up.
Yeah.
That type of situation. Mm-hmm. The most recent guest on Talk Tua is the legendary rapper Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah, I did see a video from Talk Tua pop up where she was ordering Taco Bell, and she looked like she was a little red-eyed.
A little sleepy, huh?
Yeah, looking a little relaxed.
But even people were roasting her order of like barely any Taco Bell items, because when you're under that influence there, you really want like the entire menu.
What did she order?
She got like a Baja Blast and like a Crunchwrap Supreme, which for a tiny, tiny girl that is Haley, that's probably a lot of food.
Yeah, I mean...
To me, I look at that menu and say, okay.
Yeah, I usually have a number of items if I go to Taco Bell. Now, I don't know. She looks pretty small, but still, one Crunchwrap Supreme. I mean, even if you're only a little hungry, that just doesn't seem like enough.
No, it's not.
No.
It's definitely not. You want to have like a nice burrito or something along with it. But I'm looking at their, we were talking about social media on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we want to go viral, we have to start doing our shorts like this, where they have the formatting, they have the caption right there on the screen. They're averaging a few thousand views. I think it's just an overall funny idea, these two guys talking eloquently, almost like NPR.
Yeah.
About I'm kind of afraid to click on one of these and potentially derail this break here.
Yeah, they might. If they don't swear, she might. Because I have heard clips of her using naughty... I mean, the clip she went viral for was not content we could air on K-Bear.
Right. But if people want to go check it out, it's Talk Tua on Instagram. Or even TikTok for the most part, I would think.
Hey, might as well get the clicks while you can.
Sure. Because once that podcast is over with, you're done.
Yeah. And I know it was really popular like the first day, but I don't think it's a top-rated podcast anymore.
It's not. It's barely looked after. Like it's come and gone. It was a trendy thing for a while. It was a funny thing to make fun of. If you're one of those dudes just sitting there laughing your butt off, that was a funny meme. Is that you would go on Instagram Reels and you would be like, you'd see like a teenage guy eating popcorn, laughing, watching the brain rot that is the Talk Tua podcast.
I mean, there have to be worse podcasts out there, right? I heard of this one called Peaches Pit Party.
Oh,
just playing.
That's
Peaches.
more so a forced to post it because of work type of situation.
Well, Peaches, then you need to up your game. You need to bring.
I'm starting a podcast that I'm doing myself. I'm recording the first episode on Wednesday.
All right, I look forward to it. Not really. No, I do.
Maybe you can do talking
about Talk Tua. I review their show.
You review their show, review my show, and the Talking Peaches Pit Party. How about that?
We should do
Powering Through Peaches Pit Party.
Powering Through Peaches Pit Party.
It's the noon hour of madness and mayhem, powered by Jalisco's. I am Peaches.
I'm Viktor Wilt. So in our promo meeting today, Peaches, we got to watch some new videos that Maddie's been working on. These are videos of me getting arrested for the most part.
An entirely separate Maddie from your daughter, Maddie.
Yes, this is Riverbend Maddie. She's newer to the company, but she's doing a lot of video content for us. And they launched a new episode of the Riverbend Awareness Project podcast about distracted driving. So Lieutenant Crane and I, you were out there as well. We all got together and did a little skit where I drove the Z103 vehicle, get pulled over, and I was kind of disappointing with my acting job when I watched the video today. I wasn't acting wasted enough.
I thought the video was good. I was more so shocked on how I looked in the video myself, just because every single time I see myself, I'm like, God, what an ugly looking piece of crap, you know.
When he got me out of the car and I'm walking away, I was like, man, I need to hit that treadmill.
That's exactly how I felt about myself. Yeah. I saw myself and went, okay.
Like, what?
No wonder nobody's talking to me. All right.
All right. The camera adds so many pounds, huh? So I hope.
Is that King Kong Bundy? No, that's Peaches.
That's funny, because that's totally what I thought. Was like, geez, I'm fat. Oh. But the video, we should be releasing that soon. It's really funny. We actually have a few of them because we all tried out the drunk goggles,
right,
and stumbled around the parking lot a little bit.
You hear me in the video going, whoa, look at this. I sound like an idiot.
You can see Peaches try to get into the cop car.
Yeah, she didn't put that part in there. I noticed Maddie only had me squatting down looking like I was about to lay a number 2.
Maybe, she didn't want to be like, oh, I'm going to make Peaches look like he's too big to get in the cop car.
You have to.
That was the funny part.
That's the whole joke.
Yeah. We'll have to tell her, in that Bad Boys video, put a little bit more in of Peaches not fitting in the cop car if you're listening, Maddie.
We could put an outtake at the very end of,
yeah,
that video that I have on my phone.
Oh, yeah. Forgot you had that, too. So if you want to see me and Peaches get handcuffed, you want to see Lieutenant Crane slam me against a cop car.
I'm glad he didn't do that to me. I'm glad I just asked if I could be put in the handcuffs because that's going to be featured. That's actually featured on my Christmas card.
Yes,
here.
I keep forgetting to bring that home and put it on the fridge. I'll have to bring it to my office.
Yeah.
Because I always walk by here. I'm like, see you later, Peach. I'm out of here.
I'm getting disrespected here because the Christmas card that I gave you is sitting on the counter, has been sitting on the counter for quite some time. And then Josh said he would put my Christmas card on the Classy 97 door.
Oh.
And mine's not even on there.
Well, what the heck?
So I spent all this time and money on these Christmas cards just to get disrespected like this.
I should have just lightly placed it in the garbage today. And then,
but then I would have known you're joking around.
Okay, next time I'll tear it up, Peaches. I'll just tear it into pieces.
I didn't give one to Jade on purpose because I'm sure he'd be like, okay, thanks. And then, would throw it away at home or something like that. Same with Justin and Katie.
Maybe.
That's why I gave one to Maddie and also one to Star, too, because I know they would put it up high in their offices.
Yeah, I'll hang it up on the fridge.
Oh, there we go.
For the season, for sure.
Cool. There we go. So, Victor, I joined this group. I believe it's called DIY. Let me see here. DIY garage bars, man caves, and more. There's like 800,000 people in this group.
All right.
It's a whole lot of dudes, some with a whole lot of money that have set up bars in their basements, maybe even a separate room on the first floor. And I'm completely jealous of a lot of these dudes, but some of these are a little excessive. Like, I don't need 6 TVs in one room to watch all the sports. I don't really care for sitting down and watching a whole lot of sports. I mean, I'll see the highlights. I'll see some games that I'm interested in, but I'm not going to spend an entire Sunday watching all the football games and going, man, these guys suck, and my belly's sticking out, that type of thing.
Now, what's the name of this group again? I want to see if I can get in there.
DIY garage bars, man caves, and more. There's some that I'm looking at where it looks like a typical college bar. I'm kind of jealous of some of these. Like, I would love to have a setup like this, but I wouldn't call it a man cave. I just feel like that's outdated and weird. I wouldn't have those tin signs on the wall saying beer only, girls with no shirts on type of thing. It's kind of like that weird babe of the day rock radio behavior.
Yeah, real cringe.
Real cringe stuff.
Real cringe. All right, I'm pulling up this page here to take a look at these dudes' man caves. Now, I mean, I do have 2 rooms that have 2 TVs in them, but it's not so I could watch both of them at once. They just have a purpose. Mm-hmm. Now, my, man cave, I guess, as you could call it, it's pretty cool. You've seen in my basement with the, I got a couch, TV.
It's an awesome
setup. Sound.
Yeah.
I got a pool table. It's nothing too crazy, but it's got a good look to it. It's fun. And my living room's kind of a man cave, too. I've got a guitar amp in there.
The whole house seems like it's a man cave.
Yeah, I guess the whole house, it's very dude.
The studio upstairs, it's a bachelor pad is what a lot of people would say, which I feel insulted when people come over and they start saying that stuff. They're like, oh, place looks like a bachelor pad. It's like, what does that even mean? Like,
Yeah, it just means
do you want me to have live, laugh, love signs in some places? What are you talking about?
Yeah, it just means your place is unique. It doesn't look like everybody else's boring gray house with the pictures of flowers on the wall.
Yeah, if I go to like my friend's parents' house and they go, this is very middle-aged white woman of you, that's a little insulting,
totally.
isn't it?
Yeah, I've been working to make my place just weirder and weirder all the time. I have that little, it's a hutch that was my grandma's to the right when you walk in the dining room. I had it full of, little pieces of like glass dishes and things like that. It looked very old lady. Took all that stuff out, and now I've been filling it up with things like dead cats. They've been cremated, but that's what they are. Dead parents. I got
just imagining someone listening and going, what?
Yeah,
Victor has been stuffing in these dead cats into his grandma's hutch or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I've got 2 dead people and 3 dead cats in there. So I also added some just weird decorations from around the house, filled it out. It looks much more me now. And I got some new lights coming so I can RGB up the living room.
Nice.
And
I did see your Christmas tree that you posted on our shorts.
I posted it on YouTube, and did I post it on Instagram? I think I did.
I think you did.
Okay. So yeah, those are my new Christmas tree lights.
I like them. They're cool.
They're very over the top.
Very unique.
Yeah, they're fun.
My Christmas tree is up, but it's not plugged in. I haven't really felt the need to, plug it in for 2 hours every night and then unplugging it before I go to bed. I'm not going to leave it on all night. I got kind of worried over the weekend because I was cleaning up and I unplugged the wallflower plug-in and it started smoking out the top.
Oh, no.
And I went, okay, if I plug this back in and I leave, will I come back to my apartment well done or overly roasted?
Yeah, it's a possibility. If that was me, that thing would have probably ended up in the garbage. I'm way paranoid about fire.
Right.
So
yeah, that's a little. I'm way more paranoid about like the rainstorm that we had last year with all that hail and rain out of nowhere, unpredicted, that flooded a lot of people's homes because I was terrified coming back to seeing my place may be flooded or anything like that. Luckily, nothing was touched.
Yeah, I had to battle that flood. I was scooping buckets of water out of the window wells.
But see, that's also made me not motivated at all to get a house with a basement and decorate that basement because I'm like, it's just going to get flooded here in the near future. Let me just let me make a moat or something like that, or let me not decorate the basement at all and lock it up.
And as many people have learned, most insurance companies don't have flood insurance
because they want to, make all the money they can.
Yeah, that's what they're all about. Insurance companies making money.
Biggest scams.
That's why if you're injured in an accident, you need to call the Advocates Injury Attorneys.
But the advocates are definitely there for you.
Yeah, they're there to make sure the insurance company pays out. But that's for accident injuries. I don't think they can really help out with acts of nature and house flooding, unfortunately.
Right. Yeah. So, Victor, I saw this in the radio prep. It had me laughing, talking about how people in Vermont, people my age, even younger, are taking out newspaper ads to try finding that special person, the special someone to become their significant other.
A newspaper ad.
A newspaper ad. Out of all things, they're saying forget Tinder, forget Bumble, forget Hinge, forget all the apps out there. And there was even one guy recently that took out a billboard and he had tons of responses. So I guess people in Vermont were like, okay, now let's use newspaper ads, which I don't know of anybody that even reads the newspaper anymore.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the last time I picked up a newspaper.
I always thought it was weird the way that it folds out and there's like different parts to it. It's a weird thing. My dad used to read it when I was a kid.
Yeah, I would have liked it more, magazine style.
Exactly.
Rather than the 4-fold giant thing.
Yeah. I remember as a kid, my family and I were gathered around my parents' room and we would open up the newspaper, the discounts they would have at certain businesses, and they would circle the ones that they would want to check out, and we'd go to those stores and try to buy that product.
Yeah, not much of that anymore. That seems like a lousy way to pick up a date. A billboard, people will see. Newspaper ad? I don't know, man. Why not try a radio ad or something where you can get your personality out there a bit?
We tried with Liberal Jimmy.
Yeah, we tried.
But we don't hear from him anymore.
No, I don't know what happened to him. He vanished.
He just disappeared.
He found that special someone.
I'm hoping he did. I'm hoping he's, happy as can be.
Well, he had a weird goal because he was liberal Jim.
Yeah.
And he was trying to find a nice conservative lady.
Right.
And I don't think that those kind of relationships are going to work out.
But he was still into what those conservative ladies are into, like the hunting and all that outdoorsy stuff. And
Well, yeah, he's an Idaho liberal.
right.
You know, like everybody who's talking in recent months, like, all the libs need to get out and this and that. It's like, you don't know how many liberal hunters and all this there are. I mean, lots of guys I know that are out there trudging through the mountains, chasing elk. I mean, they're as liberal as it gets.
Definitely.
So maybe that would work out for liberal Jim. I don't know. But then you got all the time when you're just at home,
Mm-hmm.
And then you get in those discussions.
Times like, this year around November come about where, somehow, some way, somebody makes a snide comment and then magically it goes into this whole argument.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving would be the worst between those two families. Because for the most part, it's rare to find somebody who thinks one way and the rest of the family thinks the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are the same.
Yeah, most of the time, family. Well, because kids tend to follow their parents.
Right, exactly.
And they learn from their parents. So that's why a lot of people do tend to follow the same political ideology as their parents. They're just raised on it.
Yeah.
But what was the point I was going to make here? Totally lost track.
Well, I decided to go through ChatGPT and come up with a newspaper ad for myself if it were to write me one.
All right.
Headline, tall, sarcastic, slightly offbeat DJ seeks a +1.
All right. See, that ain't too bad. I mean, you could just post that in the Life in Idaho Falls group, and you're going to get more action than a newspaper ad, I would think.
It would be horrible. Like, see, the thing is, back in the day, you were considered like almost a loser if you met somebody online, right? It was kind of considered last resort.
I don't know. I think people just at that point weren't familiar with it being normal, so people thought it was weird.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I just grew up with the whole notion like meeting somebody from online's a little off. Hence why Napoleon Dynamite has that joke. I'm talking to hot babes all day.
Yeah. But Kip was talking to hot babes all day.
Shout out to Kip.
Kip ended up marrying that lady. So, yeah. I mean, it helps out the newspaper industry if people are buying ads.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I like that, but if you want to have something that might work a little better, ads on K-Bear. All right, we got lots of ladies that listen to us, dudes, and vice versa. Ladies, you looking for a dude? Contact Jay Miller. We'll get an ad on air for you.
Yeah, I mean, there's like ads all the time that I see of like, oh, there's an app out there for people who are interested in metal or rock or metal, and you can share the same music taste if you match with a person on our dating app. And I'm like, well, if both of you are listening to K-Bear and you don't know of each other just yet, there you go.
That sounds like a match made in heaven.
Right. So there's more to the article here. Should we talk more about this?
Sure.
Standing at an unforgettable 6'9", I'm Brendan Peach, a.k.a. Peaches, your friendly neighborhood radio DJ, holding down afternoons on K-Bear 101 is what it says.
Okay, you put the word friendly in there. You got to do a little bit of revisions. Got to touch it up a bit, Peaches.
Yeah, because I'm so mean outside of here. You see me just like hurting people for no reason, taking jabs at people. Oh, wait, that's not me. I'm the one who's getting jabs at all the time from you, Josh, and Jade.
I know, poor Peaches. He's so picked on.
I am. All the time. What are you talking about? I'm sitting in here doing my show for the most part. Next thing you know, Josh is making some snide comment. But if it's a weird thing that like if I make comments about people, I'm the one who gets, alienated because it's like the tall dude, like the big guy.
Yeah.
Going against the small little puny Viktor over there.
That's right. You're a big bully. We know all you big guys.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
picking on everybody else.
Right. It's never vice versa.
No, you can't pick on a big guy.
The noon hour of madness and mayhem powered by Jalisco's is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information... Oh, wow, I swallowed my spit wrong while I was still talking. That's funny. All right. Okay, where was I? Oh, for more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.